It's like being in your own little world.
Hi, my name is Craig Blundell and I'm here at the Gear4music studio to show you the wonderful TD25. So before we look at some of the immensely powerful editing features of the TD25, let's explore some of the straight out the box preset kits. So the first kit we get is Standard 1 Custom Maple. Moving on to Rock Stage 1. Into Metal. Into Jazz. Into Funk. And into Electro. So you've heard a few of the basic kits. Now let's look at the module itself. Now, when I use this live, there's 4 sections for me. The top section, which is the instrument editing, which I'll come to in a little while. The right bottom section here, which is EQ and overall backing volumes and master volume. The middle section, which is our kit jog wheel, which is going to access all the kits that you were hearing earlier on. And finally, there is the USB song player. So let's look at the middle section first, so you can access the kits and start to explore different genres of music. Now, this is fairly cool. It's a straightforward jog wheel, but you see there's 6 genres of music: standard, rock, metal, jazz, funk, and electro. Now, I can just go around them like that, like so, and end up back at standard. And when I do, it will get me onto standard 2, which is now pop. Or if I like the standard, as it were, I could stay on standard and press this 6 times, and that'll give me 6 different kits on that parameter. So I'll have standard 1, standard 2, which would be pop, standard 3 studio, and then I get 4, 5, and 6, which are user kits. So you can edit your own and make your own kits. Once again, if I go to rock here, I press it 6 times, rock stage 1, hard rock 2, and vintage rocks 3, followed by your 3 user kits. And that goes the same right the way around the module: speed metal, heavy metal, metal live, user kits. Jazz, you can have here starting on 1, jazz session, fusion, and brushes. Moving on through funk, you can have dry funk, soul jam, R&B, and then your 3 user kits. And finally, electro, which gives you the classic Roland 909, an ambient 808, and straightforward electronic drums. So there's your preset kits. Now, I want to create my own kit, something that's unique to me. Let's say you're doing a certain gig and you want a certain sound of a snare drum. you can do it really, really simply. Let's have a look. So the top panel, as we discussed before, is instrument editing. Firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the instrument I want to edit. Let's say, for example, I'm going to do the kick drum here. And I just turn the instrument wheel at the top, and you can see it's a kick, which is a 22-inch maple. I can, if I wanted to, carry on turning that, and you'll go through the different groups of the kicks. So birch, birch low, birch wet, and into your 24-inch vintage light. And I kind of like that kick sound, but tuning-wise, I want to do something slightly different. I want to be a little bit deeper. I just go to the next wheel here, which is tuning, and I can turn it, and you can see on the screen, the drum key will turn with it. Up we go, or right the way down. The next one along, muffling. So how much I want that drum to ring out for. So we can see it's got 2 bits of tape in it, 1 bit of tape, or completely off, or I can completely deaden the sound by putting a weight inside the kick. No overtones whatsoever. Now I can do this for all the instruments. All I've got to do is hit them, and you'll see the kick light here. We'll go to snare, and we can completely repeat the process. So from instrument again, we go for a solid maple snare drum. I want to tune this snare drum up. And I want to deaden it, so no overtones. Muffling again, right the way through to donuts, basically like O-rings, which are going to completely kill the overtones. Or I can have it completely open and detune it ever so slightly, so you can hear the instrument ring out. One of the cool things that I really like about this, if I'm tuning one tom, and drummers are quite specific about their tom intervals. They like some of them to tune in thirds or fifths, whatever they tune. And certainly if we've got 10, 12, 14, 16, I like to have specific intervals on my drums. We can do this. So once again, I'm going to go to tuning. I'm going to hit my tom. So the interval between tom 1 and tom 2 is this. There's a middle button here that I can press group. So basically it will tune tom 1, tom 2 and tom 3 together. So if I turn the tuning wheel here, tom 2 will go up in the same interval. And all the way down. So no matter how big you want those drums, the interval of each tom can always be the same if we press the group button. It's really powerful, but it works beautifully. So now we know how to select the kits and we know how to edit them. What I will suggest with editing is get involved. You can't make any huge mistakes. You can always factory reset it if it's like crazy. Find a kit you like, edit it, really put your own kind of touch on it, as it were. Let's look at now the bottom side of the module, left and right, and what we've got. Now, on the right side, we've got a really straightforward 2-band EQ, purposely kept it simple. We've got a backing track knob here. So if you're playing along to USB, which I'll do later on, you can change the individual volume of the backing track up or down and the overall master volume. Let's go finally to the left-hand side of the module. Now, I'm very lucky. I spend a lot of my times in studios recording and live. I'm always playing along to click track. All I press is click, and you'll hear in the background the click. Tempo-wise, right above it, you can change the tempo. It will really help you. And the thing is, this module is always right. Once you've mastered it, start to get into new time signatures. You can change the time signature in this module as well. So if you're practicing 7s, 5s, 9s, whatever you want to play along to, you can with click. And don't forget, keep turning it right the way down. Keep turning it all the way down. If you want to take it one step further, I can press coach mode up the top here. And I've got 3 different coach functions designed to make you better, work on your internal clock. So time check, quiet count, and warm-ups. If I exit that, click. Never underestimate the power of playing along to a click track. You will absolutely benefit. Another great way of seeing how you're improving is recording yourself as often as possible. It's always really important to listen back to how you sound. Now, a lot of you may not be blessed with Mac or PC or big DAW setups at home. The TD25 can offer such a great solution for this. Now, we know it's got the click. We demonstrated that. But you can also record yourself, which is really powerful. So here, the bottom left button, I press record, and it's on standby. All I need to do is press the button next to it, and it will start recording. Now, if I wanted to, I could record with the click. So let's put the click on. There's the click. I'm going to press record, and here we go. Press stop, and I listen back to myself. So you can see how you're progressing alongside with the click. Or if you wanted to, I can just press record again without the click. Stop. And play. Great, so if your friend's looking for a take, I could then export that onto my USB key, pop it into my computer and send it as an email, and he's got his drums on his desktop. So we've been playing along, we've been recording ourselves, and we've also been recording ourselves to click, and we're seeing improvements. The next step really is to start playing along to music and having some fun playing in time. So I can get my PC or Mac and put my favorite bands onto a USB key, or let's say, for example, I'm in a band and they're sending me parts that I need to rehearse or practice. I put them on the USB key, I put it in, and I can record my drums over the USB key and export it, both with the drums and the track they've sent me, and he'll get both. But let's not forget, music should be about having fun. So I've got my favorite bands on here, I've got some of the tracks I've composed, I can pop it in, and I can just play along and have loads and loads of fun playing along to my favorite music. So there we have it, the immensely powerful Roland TD25. I hope you've enjoyed this video. My name has been Craig Blundell. If you want to know more information about this kit, then feel free to look at Gear4music website, and I will leave you with a little play along off the USB key. See you next time.